In a vast and infinite multiverse, where magic courses through the very fabric of reality, the greatest of mages gather on the field of battle to engage in a duel of epic multiplayer proportions. Leading their armies into battle, backed by their trusted and most skilled commander, ready to do whatever it takes to emerge victorious and live for the adventure. And now, dear friends and fellow gamers, step right up to RIW Hobby's Legendary Showdown, a thrilling tabletop experience like no other. Here you'll witness the most epic and unforgettable battles where fate hangs in the balance, and every move could mean the difference between triumph and defeat, right within the very walls of the game store. So gather your forces, hone your skills, and prepare to enter a world of magic and mayhem. Here are your hosts, Brian and Ryan.
Hello everybody and welcome to RIW Hobby's Legendary Showdown. Let's go around the table and introduce ourselves. I'm Brian DeMars.
Scott Wilding.
Brian Sparks. Actually, that's Brian the Gray today. Just to let everyone know.
Brian the Gray.
And Gabe Cruz.
All right. We got a couple cool things lined up for you in this episode. We'll be showcasing the Lord of the Rings decks, hence the Brian the Gray over there. We got just a handful of questions at the end I think you guys will really want to stick around for and listen to. Some really good thoughts. Got a lot of good gameplay planned out. Brian, you got anything else to add?
Well, I think maybe we should go around and say who we're playing today.
I think that'd be a great idea.
I've got Eowyn Shield Maiden, which is a Jeskai Knights deck.
Let's see, I'm playing Frodo the Adventurous Hobbit, partnered with Sam Loyal Attendant, in what is basically Abzan Hobbit's Tribal.
I like it.
Yeah, really digging it.
And there's no surprise on what I'm playing elves. Galadriel Elven Queen. So the cool part about it, I don't want to say unfortunately, I'm going to say fortunately for you guys may be making some choices and votes because I got Will to counsel on this guy.
Ooh.
So, yeah. Gabe, what do you got?
Last but not least, the big baddie, Sauron, Lord of the Rings. Yes, thank you. Looks like Orc Tribal mixed with some Reanimator, probably some Ring Tempting. Who knows?
I like it.
Bunch of cool stuff.
Yeah.
And we've got some collector boosters that came in the packs that we're going to crack open right now.
Yeah, the little samples they give out.
See if we get anything cool.
Right.
While they're cracking here, I'll introduce the guests a little bit. You know their names now. Scott joins us. He's a longtime player at the store here. He dabbles in a lot of Pauper. That's his specialty. Scott, you're living in Tennessee right now, right?
Yes.
And you're here to join us for the Pauper Commander 1K this weekend.
Yep. I came back up here where I'm originally from to basically just to come up and play in the Pauper EDH 1K in a couple of days. And,
nice.
Looks like got a full art Lash of the Balrog.
Got one.
Oh,
Got
look
one.
at
You
that.
got one of those
Twinning
too.
over here, I see.
Cool.
Gabe, you're a long-time employee of the store, player also, and judge, right?
Yep, I'm a level 1 judge. I'm the manager of the store. I've been playing for more than 10 years now.
Nice, okay, cool. And you both like Lord of the Rings, I hope.
Yes.
I watched it for the first time yesterday, actually. The whole
Research.
12-hour extended cut. It was a lot of fun, but I definitely fell asleep after I got home.
It's kind of like me how Avatar was, so no one kill me for that comment.
There you go.
And it's like Brian getting the...
I got some nice ones. I got a Golem Patient Plotter,
Ooh,
the foil one, and I got a Minus Turf.
both got some good stuff.
Gain off the white. I think this card's going to be very
That's
playable.
that's actually worth some money too.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Let's get some good. Good ones right there.
And my other card
Any ability on
was
that thing is good.
the Rangers of Ithilien. Haven't seen. Let's see. When Rangers of Ithilien enters the battlefield, gain control of up to one target creature with lesser power as long as you control. Oh, okay. It's Sower Temptation.
Sower Temptation.
It's Sower
Nice, okay.
Temptation with Vigilance instead of flying, and the ring tempts you.
Oh, I like that.
Nice.
I mean, I like this. Oh, and it's a 3/3 instead of a 2/2.
Seems good.
Nice.
Seems pretty good. But it does have the caveat of it can't take over big stuff.
Sure.
I'm
But
really
it's still
excited
pretty
to see
cool.
how the tempting of the ring is going to work in this 4-player game here, because it looks
Yeah.
like it's built into all of our decks a little bit.
Yeah, at least a little bit.
Do we want to talk about that real quick? Do you know a little bit about Tempting of the Ring?
Yeah, so the ring is an emblem that everyone gains as they individually tempt the ring. It gives a creature you control the title of Ring Bearer,
Okay,
along
yeah.
with a few abilities that it gains as the ring continues to tempt you and grow stronger as the game progresses.
How can we all wear a ring at the same time?
Yeah,
Yes.
but just one.
Just one.
If you were to take control of one of my Ring Bearer,
Yeah.
it would no longer be a Ring Bearer,
okay.
unfortunately.
Ring bearers stay ring bearers until they leave play, leave your control, or you choose a different ring bearer.
Nice. Okay.
It's cool stuff. I like that they gave us a little flow chart just to make sure that we remember everything.
Yeah,
And-
I like that.
And the other cool thing is it doesn't reset. So once you level up your temptation to level 4, it's just there the whole game.
Yeah, it's just
And then your tempting is just there to help switch around ring bearers essentially.
So if a creature dies, then you choose another ring bearer? Is
No.
that
Not until you tempt.
again,
Again.
with the ability?
Exactly.
Okay,
So
got
you
it.
lose your ring bearer, but you can get a new ring bearer by tempting the ring again.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay,
and
cool.
whenever you tempt, if you have a creature in play, you have to designate one of your creatures as. However, you can tempt without without a creature in play.
Yeah.
It will still level up your level of temptation, but you will have no ring bearer.
And lastly, if you want to keep your ring bearer the same, that's still a choice. So if something says whenever you choose a ring bearer, maintaining it is also a choice.
Always
Okay.
good to have a judge at the table.
Yes.
It's good info.
I just listened to a podcast where they were going over a lot of the stuff from the set.
A judge and a researcher.
Made sure to pay attention to
Yeah.
some of the rulings.
All right. Well, you guys want to just get into the game, and then we'll talk about our questions.
Yeah.
I'm ready to battle.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this.
I'm ready.
All right.
Or
cool.
or as Bilbo would say, I'm going on an adventure.
All right, we're kicked in. We're live. So, you want to offer cut to Scott if you'd like to cut? No?
Good.
All right, I'm good too.
Alrighty.
So we got lands and spells.
Yeah.
Come on, lands and spells. Lands and spells.
Who's on the flyers?
There's some lands.
Well, we're going to figure that out. We got this little app here. Hopefully this ain't copyrighted.
You're good.
Chooser. So we're all going to put our finger on the iPad, and it's going to let us know who's going first. Who's tempted? Brian's tempted.
Ooh.
I gotta take the ball.
I will
It's
take
not
the
something.
play, and I'm going to keep this 7.
Yeah, that 7 was no bueno.
I'm gonna read one of these cards for the first time.
Always a good thing to do.
Yeah, I still love that. I was like, no, I'm not gonna look up anything about these decks. And then of course,
That's fun, though.
the shortest person at the table ends up with the hobbits, which I'm cool with.
Yeah. There we go. Sometimes not knowing and going into a pre-con is the best thing ever.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because it makes Magic that much more fun.
Well, yeah, then it's like, oh, I get to find out this works with this, and oh man, that's really cool.
Or I haven't seen that in 5 years.
Right.
Alright, cool.
There we go.
I'm good on mine.
Just tried to adequately shuffle it up. See how that new 7 looks. folks.
I think this is the first time we've had 3 people keep their opener.
I think so. Every
Probably.
the theme seems to be mulligan.
This one I will keep for sure.
Awesome.
Yeah, we're good.
So I'll draw a card for my turn, and I'll play Clifftop Retreat.
Okay. I will play a Path of Ancestry and pass the turn.
Nice. I will play a Thornwood Falls and gain a life. Tapped. Pass.
Theme of the day is tap lands. We'll go Sunken Hollow and pass.
Better than mulligans.
Yes, yes it is.
Secluded Courtyard Pass. Or choose a creature type. I'll name Knight.
Yes. Okay. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to play a Necroblossom Snarl tapped. I will go with green. Make a Gilded Goose.
Ooh.
Comes into play, I get a food token. Where are you? There we go.
Both they do that kind of
It does.
Yeah.
But they're double-sided, so it's like, which one is it on the back of? And I will pass.
For an elf deck, I sure ain't getting the elf right away.
No dorks.
No dorks yet. Flooded Grove. Pass.
Okay, we'll play a Swamp and say go.
I will play Plains and Gimli of the Glittering Caves. It is a 1/1 double strike. Whenever another legendary creature enters the battlefield under my control, I put a +1/+1 counter on it. And whenever it deals combat damage to a player, create a treasure token.
Wow, that's actually pretty sick.
Yeah, I was pretty excited to see
Boy,
that in my opening hand.
That is, wow. Okay, yeah, double striker, you can get ramp up real hard. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, your turn.
It's
I'm
like-
just gonna cycle one. Just
I went for my Gimli.
You were like, no!
No. I would never do that.
Yes, you would. Don't lie.
Well, you are playing the guy that would do that.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Going to go with. We're going to go with Farseek.
Okay.
Gonna go grab.
A stomping grounds, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's gonna be a stomping ground for sure. Gonna grab a swamp.
Not in those colors.
Right. Believe that's all I got. Yeah, that's it for me.
Okay. I will play a forest. I will filter the forest into my flooded grove and my Thornwood Falls.
Sure.
And play a Mirkwood Trapper.
Let's see. Player attacks you, target attacking creature gets -2/-0 until end of turn.
I'm looking at you, Brian.
Whenever a player attacks, if they aren't attacking you, that player chooses an attacking creature, it gets +2/+0 until end of turn.
It's a really good card.
Yeah.
There's an elf, but it's not a dwarf.
True.
Nice go.
All
Yeah,
right.
you- It's like yours is almost a pseudo group hug.
A little bit, yeah.
In a
If you
way.
get all the votes and everything.
I'll play a Path of Ancestry tap and ship it once again.
Nice. That path is cool looking.
It is, yeah. A lot of the artwork is really
Yeah, I
nice.
really liked the art on that one.
So I guess I'm gonna. You have a Gilded Goose. Do you have another creature to play?
Nope, just Gilded Goose and a food token as far as what's in play for me. These are just my commanders. Have them off to the side so they're not taking up.
So I feel like it's more flavorful for Gimli to attack Sauron than the hobbits. So I'm gonna come after you for one.
Actually, you're gonna come after me.
After me.
He's going after Sauron.
You're gonna get +2/+0. Because whenever a player attacks, if they aren't attacking you, that player chooses an attacking creature. It gets +2/+0.
I'll take 3.
It's double strike. So six.
Ow.
I'll take it 6.
And you
I
get some
three
treasures.
This is
They
fun.
delve too deep.
So this little dwarf is going deep into some treasure tokens,
Going deep.
and I'm gonna sack a treasure token to play my commander, which is pretty badly miscut. Kinda neat.
But check out the back. It's not miscut on
It's
the
not
back.
miscut on
You
the
gotta
back.
go that way.
Which is very interesting.
Boom.
Because usually when you see one that's miscut, it's miscut all around.
So it's a 5/4 first strike, and at the beginning of combat on my turn, if another human entered the battlefield under my control this turn, create 2/2/2 red human knight creature tokens with trample and haste.
Oh, boy.
If you control 6 or more humans, draw a card.
Oof.
Okay.
That's it for me.
That's pretty good.
I know, I'm off to a very strong start this game.
Let's see.
Well, you did sit here first. In the winner's chair.
Alright, let's see. We got that. Yeah, I think that's how we do it. So we're gonna go. One, sacrificing this. 2, 3 for a commander sphere.
Sure.
Then I will Path of Ancestry, commander sphere to play Frodo Adventurous Hobbit because it does match my commander, obviously, because it is my commander. I will scry one. I'll leave that on top and pass the turn.
Alrighty.
And I just realized I should have gotten a counter for Gimli, but I forgot. But this card does get a +1/+1 counter whenever legendaries come in, but I'm missing it.
Oh yeah, forgot about that. The other part was so good that we forgot that it got that it grew bigger.
2 treasures is a big deal.
Yeah,
And
Pretty-
6 damage.
pretty good.
Oh, my.
The 2 treasures better than 6 damage.
It really is.
Let me read your commander one more time, Brian.
Sure.
There's a lot
No,
of
I'll
things.
read it like this. No. Ooh.
Oh, I did forget to do something. Oh well. Oops.
Filter. Actually, I only need to tap 1 for that. We're going to lignify your commander.
Okay.
Boom. Pretty good.
It's been lignified.
And then we're going to pass go.
Alright. Draw. Hopefully something that I can play. Play another swamp. And say go. I got nothing.
Draw. Two, 3, 4, 5. 6 mana to play with this turn because of the treasure. probably make a human come into play this turn. So I'm going to put a human into play. Frontier Warmonger. Whenever one or more creatures attack your opponents or a planeswalker they control, creatures you control gain menace until end of turn. And then I'll go... It's not legendary, so I didn't miss my dwarf trigger again. And I'll go to combat and create 2 red human knight.
Doesn't Lignify remove its
Oh, it
opponents?
does.
Yeah.
That was-
Oh, okay.
Just
Well,
a
then
0
I
You have a
will
nice
attack
blocker.
Gabe again.
Well, because I appreciate not taking damage, I'll cast Bitter Downfall. Destroy target creature, its controller loses 2 life.
Ooh.
Down 2.
Womp womp.
And that's it for me.
Yeah, taking 6 2 turns in a row.
Yeah, not too fun.
Sorry about Mirkwood Trapper.
Hey, no, that card's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, card's kind of nutty. Okay.
Makes his Gilded Goose a 2/2.
I'm gonna cycle Ash Barrens. Go get Forest. And I'll play the Forest for the turn. Let's see here. Would you like to cut?
I'm good.
I'm going to play Samwise. Scrying off of the Path of Ancestry. Need that for the top. I will move to combat. At the beginning of combat on my turn, create a food token. Let's see. For declaring attackers, I will sacrifice the food token because he makes the activation cost 1 less. I will gain 3. Then I will move to declaring my attacks. Coming after you.
Sure.
For 1 commander damage. When he attacks, the ring tempts me if I gain 3 or more life this turn, which I did. Then if it's been tempted at least twice this game, and I'm naming Frodo as the ring bearer.
Sure.
That's flavorful.
Yeah, right. Yeah. If he's if it's been tempted twice, then I get to start drawing cards.
Sure.
So hit you.
Yep.
Let me see. What's the level 1 on the ring do?
I think I have 2 rings over here.
Okay, cool. Let's see.
They can give you a little token.
Can't be
mark it.
Can't be blocked by stuff with more power. Alrighty. I will pass the turn.
Okay, this card's in here. Play an island for turn. Preordain.
Ooh, okay.
It's a good card.
Okay. I think I'll play my commander. There we go. She doesn't do anything right now when she enters, but when another elf enters, that's when we vote. And once another elf enters, I'll get to that. Because it's a long text. Go ahead.
Fair.
Desolate Lighthouse. And we will cast the Mouth of Sauron.
This card's pretty cool.
When the Mouth of Sauron enters the battlefield, target player mills 3. I'll choose myself. 1, 2, 3. Then amass Orcs X, where X is the number of instants and sorcery in that player's graveyard. 1, 2, 3 it looks like, so I'll amass Orcs 3. Which means to put an Orc army into play with that many +1/+1 kind of
Get a die. Here, got a little one. Which one? Big one. Big. There you go.
Yeah, that one will show up on.
We all look like hobbits with the big dice.
What's that?
Yeah, go ahead. At least I have some blockers now.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not.
That's what I was about to
Not
say.
for not for me, but I'm doing far less damage to
Yes,
you.
yes.
Really, I'm just attacking you because it's
Convenient.
easy to get in.
Yes.
I'll attack Scott with a 4/4 menace.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh.
Anything else?
Does it get pumped up because it's not attacking?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does.
6/4 menace.
So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Interesting.
And then I'll play Humble Defector.
Sure.
And all set.
Alrighty, what's the defector do?
Taps to draw 2 cards, target opponent gains control of it, activate only during your turn.
That's a group huggy card.
Yeah, that is. Alrighty. Going to go 1, 2, 3. Choosing white for the path. I'm gonna play the Gaffer. Triggering this to scry. I'll leave that on top. At the beginning of each end step, if I gain 3 or more life this
Draw a
turn, I get to draw a card. Move to my combat step. Create the food. I will sacrifice the food.
Nice little combo.
So I've, let's see, and then I'm going to attack you.
Okay.
He can't be blocked by creatures with greater power, so neither of those can block him.
Is this an optional ability or a mandatory one?
Oh,
Is it
no, that is
+2,
true.
so-
If
That
they
is
aren't
true.
attacking, it says whenever a player attacks, if they aren't attacking you, that player chooses an attacking creature, it gets +2/+0 for them.
Okay, so I'd have
So
to
it's his option to see if he wants to do it or not.
Let's see. No, I have to choose.
Yeah.
That's the thing. So I'd have to. You don't have any
Juice make it
flyer,
2?
do you?
I don't.
There we go.
There we go.
Okay, so Frodo and the Goose. The Goose is going to get the pump.
Okay.
So you'll take 1 commander,
I'll take 3 in total, basically.
3 in total. I go up to my next one, which is the that, and then I get to draw 1 off this guy.
Oh, 2. They said 3, sorry.
3 damage in total.
Yes.
3 damage in total, yes. Second main phase. Soul Ring.
Tried and true.
That's a
right?
good one.
Yeah, pretty good.
Oh, there's the ring.
Tap that to go with Hithlane Rope. Can't be sacrificed. 1 and tap it. Search your library for a basic land card. Put it onto the battlefield. Tap, then shuffle. The player to your right gains control of Hithlane Rope. Or 2 and tap. Draw a card. The player to the right gains control.
Okay.
I will pass because I gained 3 or more life. At the end of the turn, I draw a card.
Okay. Draw for turn. Play a forest. Tap 1 here, make 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Realm Seekers. It is an elf. It enters the battlefield with +1/+1 counters on it, where X is the total number of cards in all players' hands. Oh, 2, 3, 4 for me.
I got 5.
3, 4, 5, 6.
And 5 for me.
So
So
10 there,
think
11
that's-
over here. What'd you say?
let's see. I have 6, so 5,
I
5,
think that's 20 in total.
20 in total.
20 in total. Yep.
Alright, so 6.
Well, that's on the realm secret.
Whoops.
You want to do it's 20 exactly?
Yeah, I'll just use a D20, it'd be so much
Yeah.
easier. I remember what I'm
Right.
thinking.
Boom.
There we go, okay, that works. Alright, so
Well, that's
Now-
not happy.
Galadriel triggers at my combat. So we're gonna go to combat.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna do Will of the Council. So now we got my book we're about to read. So at the beginning of combat on my turn, if another elf enters the battlefield, which Realm Seekers is an elf, starting with me, each player votes for Dominion or Guidance. If Dominion gets more votes, the ring tempts me. Then I put a +1/+1 counter on my ring bearer. If Guidance gets more votes, or the vote is tied, draw a card.
So it starts with you.
I'm gonna pick Dominion.
I will pick guidance.
I'll pick guidance.
Yeah, guidance.
Okay. So I will draw a card.
Yeah.
And I will not go to combat.
Well, you're in combat.
Or I will not swing and not declare an attackers. And I will pass go.
All right. Let's see if I can reading this card for the first time.
There you go. Seems to be the theme of the day.
Yeah. Okay, alright. I'll start things off by playing the Black Gate.
I like that card a lot.
Yeah.
That is Rogue's Passage for black.
The,
Yeah, I was telling Marcus he needs that for his phage deck.
the entire cycle is pretty decent.
Yeah.
I don't have much to do, so I'll just pass and preserve my face.
Sounds like a pretty worthwhile.
Yeah.
Well, it's an extra Rogue's Passage, I should say, because Rogue's Passage is colorless.
Right.
It's a
Right.
land, you know,
So
there's
I'll
no
play
color.
I'll take both.
Prairie
Yeah.
Stream.
Double unblockers. Or unblockable blockers. Attackers.
I'm going to tap Humble Defector to draw 2 cards. I'll give it to Gabe.
Oh, you're so kind.
Poke them a few times and help them out.
It's only fair.
I'll play a Herald's Horn. And I'll choose Knight. Or I guess I'll choose Human.
Human is
Probably
actually a
should
better
better
choice, I was gonna tell you.
So I'll choose Human. Then we'll go to combat and I'll attack Scott again for 4.
See, it will be 6 total.
Yep. Keep that life gain from the food under control over there, so
A
we
little-
don't get
yeah.
too far ahead.
A
Okay.
life total from between 30 and 40.
Right.
And then that's it for me.
Alrighty. Interesting. guys are 3s and up. Oh, that makes it a lot easier. Okay, go this, go white. Mentor of the Meek.
Good card.
Pay 1. Essence Warden. Paying 1 to trigger. Draw.
You like gaining life.
Like gaining life.
Yep.
Drawing cards and doing all the things.
Lots of food.
I will move to combat. Sam will make food. Do the same move I did last time.
Sure.
For getting,
3, one of which is commander damage.
I get to loot. I think I'll discard that. I draw his trigger.
Yep.
I'm up to level 3 on this. Oh, I had to sack that to get all that stuff. So we're sacking correctly. I will. Pass, move to end step, I draw, and then I'm gonna have to discard down to size.
Okay.
I'll discard Harmonize. I don't think I really need that much.
I don't think so either.
I think I'm doing okay on, peeling through cards.
Alright, go to my turn, draw for turn. I'll play a land for turn. I'll tap 2, 1 blue, 1 green. Actually, we'll just filter the land. Make 2 here. We'll play Growth Spiral.
Good card.
It's a damn good card.
It's all right, draw a card, and I'll put a land onto the battlefield. I will tap 2. And I will play Elvish War Master. That got reprinted. That's the one that gives everything Death Touch +2/+2.
Yeah.
And more importantly, whenever one or more other elves enter the battlefield under my control, I create another 1/1 Green Elf Warrior token.
Fair.
I will move to combat. I will trigger Galadriel's ability, so we'll vote again. This time I will pick Guidance.
What's the other?
Dominion.
Dominion? What does Dominion do?
Dominion gives me a +1/+1 counter, and I get the ring tempts me.
I'll choose Dominion.
Okay.
Same.
Yeah. Go with Dominion.
Okay. So then I select the ring bearer, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna do.
You also get a +1/+1 counter.
Yep. I'm gonna give a +1/+1 counter to Realm Seekers and make that the ring bearer.
Okay. Say we got one.
Yeah.
Why don't we put one side and one?
Yeah, that'd
that
probably
way.
be helpful. Okay, so I will go to combat. Obviously, there's nothing with greater power, but I'm just going to attack just for fun.
Right.
See what you guys do.
I would appreciate it if you didn't attack me.
I'm not going to attack you. I feel
I'd
so bad for you.
appreciate it
this
if
game.
you attacked me,
I'm
because
going
I
to-
can't get rid of this Lignify that's just owning me.
I'm going to come at
Couple
Scott
deck
because he's
shot.
gaining all the life. You block.
Ow.
Okay.
You stepped on one of your own kind. You killed an
I'm
elf.
sorry, yeah.
You killed an elf.
I killed an elf. That will be all my tricks for this turn.
At the end of your turn, I do have something to do.
Sure.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'll play a Factor Fiction.
Ooh.
All right.
That's a good card.
You're in front of me, so this
All
is
right.
fine. I have Anger, Arcane Denial, Siege Gang Commander, Underground River, and Subjugate the Hobbits. I know what most of those cards do.
I'm gonna guess except for the Hobbit one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I know what everyone else does too.
I know some of those cards.
Gain control of each non-commander creature with mana value 3 or less. That's crazy.
Sounds like a battle box card, Brian.
No.
I'm just kidding.
It's like the opposite of
I know.
battle box.
You don't want to do
Like,
that.
absolutely.
I'm gonna
not.
split it. Subjugate the Hobbits and a land versus Siege Gang Commander, Arcane Denial, and Anger.
I'm gonna take the land and the Subjugate.
I kind of thought you would.
Yeah.
I tried to split it so that
Yeah.
At least you didn't get
it
too
was as
much
fair as
value.
possible. Yeah.
But now I have an Anger in my graveyard for whenever I draw a mountain. I will untap for my turn. Draw. Not a mountain. Play an Underground River. I wonder where that came from. Let's see.
On a serious note, Brian, have you seen any cards while we're playing these decks that you think you could probably put in your battle box?
I actually kind of like this guy, this Frontier Warmonger.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever one or more creatures your attack opponents or a planeswalker, they control creatures you control get menace. It's like a 4-mana 4/4. I think
Okay.
that's like a pretty good battle box card.
I think so too.
Alright, I have an idea. Alright, so I'm gonna activate Humble Defector. We'll draw 2 cards. And since you were so nice to my Fact or Fiction pile, you can have that back.
That played into me giving you a nice Factor Fiction pile. Oh, I don't get to
Yep.
draw any.
Not quite
then
yet.
Not
I'll
yet,
tap
I gotta
out
wait.
to play Subjugate the Hobbits. I'll gain control of each non-commander creature with mana value 3 or less.
Non-commander.
I appreciate the Humble
Well,
Defector.
thank you.
Alright.
Come on. There you go. Now you get
Is that just permanent or?
That is just permanent.
Wow.
I-
That card's pretty nutty.
I have. It costs 7 to be fair.
Is it's permanents or creatures?
Creature.
Okay.
Creatures.
I get to
I'm
keep
just
my
saying
Groundsword?
he gets to keep
Yeah,
them.
yes.
Okay.
The one on human that I probably don't have many of. Yes.
Now your board's looking good.
Yeah. You know what? I'm not gonna attack anyone because it doesn't. None of these dudes does anything. Go ahead. They all have summoning sickness.
So, is this the beginning of my upkeep?
Mm-hmm.
So, beginning of my upkeep, I'm gonna look at the top card.
Sure as a
I named
time.
the wrong type. Obviously, wrong type named.
Of course.
Immediately punished.
Immediately punished. I didn't build this deck, it's not my fault.
Disclaimer.
Does it make mana? No.
I feel if I didn't lignify that thing, you would have gone nuts with that card.
Yes.
Yes, you guys were in big trouble.
Quite,
Yeah, I know.
quite probably.
We were absolutely going to die.
I had to shut the problem down.
I guess I'm attacking with Scott for 6 again with menace. 6.
Alright.
Then I'm gonna play Increasing Devotion and make 5 1/1 white human tokens. And tokens to do increasing devotion.
Does it give you exactly 5?
It gives you human soldier token.
Just create 5 tokens. That's fun. Maybe it's on the backside of this tray.
Oh, it is. So maybe it's on the backside. Here we go. There you go.
Alright.
Beautiful.
It seemed weird that they wouldn't give you all the stuff.
Yeah.
It was on the flip side.
1, 2. I'm going to play an arcane signet. Move to combat. Sam makes food. We will sacrifice food. Gain 3 life. Going to, let's see, you got a 21 and a 4.
Mm-hmm. 4 or 5.
I'm going to attack you with Frodo.
I'll take the damage. What is it?
Let's see, I got to do all my triggers first.
That's fair.
Let's see, so I draw, then discard. Discard this guy. Then I draw in general, his tempt,
Mm-hmm.
and then he's gonna hit for 0 technically, I guess.
+2.
Oh, never mind. You got
You
that
got
guy
it
now.
now.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's okay. So he's gonna hit for 3, and then each opponent loses 3 life because he hit.
Yeah, because you're on the last.
Because I'm on the last one. Then white, 2, 3. Fumigate. Destroy all creatures. You gain 1 life for each creature destroyed this way. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I have 6, 7.
7.
7 + 8 is 15.
All right.
This is 5, 6, 7. Here's your stupid Lignify back. These are yours. And these are yours.
Those are yours in the graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
These guys are over here. Now I gotta wait to get them back out. All right.
All set?
Yes.
Draw 4 turn. There it is. I'll play a land first. I'll play Field of Ruin. Tap a green and play Elven Farsight. Scry 3, and then I can reveal a top card of my library. If it's a creature card, draw a card.
It was pretty good.
I know that's one of the ones you're putting in your PDH deck.
It is. It's good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it really is.
Anytime you get something like that in a color that isn't blue.
Yeah.
It's just like, man.
So
We're just gonna try it out.
I'm gonna put that on the bottom. I'm gonna reveal this card to you guys, and I'm gonna draw it. It is Haldar. Haldir? How do you say that? Haldir?
Haldir.
There you go.
Let's see. Haldir, Lorien Lieutenant. Enters the battlefield with X+1/+1 counters on it. Has vigilance. Can pay a green and 5. Until the end of turn, other elves you control have vigilance and get +1/+1 for each +1/+1 counter on healthier.
Okay.
So,
Perfectly normal, perfectly healthy.
Yeah.
that being said-
that's not gonna bite us in the ass ever.
we'll filter the land. There's one. There's two. There's three. And I'll keep these 4 open. So that will enter with 3 counters on it.
Alrighty.
And I'll pass.
Alright. Draw for turn.
Can I read it real quick?
Sure.
I think I know what it does, but I just want to make sure.
It does like 3 things.
Yeah.
This entire deck says if you want to play this deck, you have to read a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of synergy. Huh?
Yeah.
A lot of synergy. Yes.
In the final hour, after the board has been cleared, I think it's time to present the big baddie, Sauron, Lord of the Rings. When I cast this spell, I amass Orcs 5. So I'll make
Wowee.
5/5. Then I mill 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I return a creature card from my graveyard to the battlefield.
Yeah, that's
I'll
very
choose.
Grixis.
Yeah, there's a lot of choices. I'll choose. Where is that? Goblin Dark Dwellers to put into play.
Mm.
That's a nice one.
When Goblin Dark Dwellers enters the battlefield, I may cast target instant or sorcery with cost 3 or less from my graveyard, and then it gets exiled. I'll choose Treason of Isengard. Puts a target instant or sorcery card from my graveyard on the top of my deck.
Subjugate the hobbits, perhaps?
Perhaps I'm thinking about it, but there's not.
There's
that
not a
many.
lot to subjugate.
At the very least, I'll choose Bitter Downfall just in case. Oh no, Blasphemous Act. Oh, easy. I'll put Blasphemous Act on top.
That's a
There
pretty
we go.
good one.
And then I amass 2 orcs here.
Surprise
So this will
tool you're
go
gonna use
to
later.
7. Boom. Path of Ancestry then lets me scry a card. I'm gonna keep that there. I conveniently have a mountain in play and an anger in my graveyard, so I believe all of my creatures have haste. So I'll enter combat. Let's see, I'll keep this guy back. We'll call this some kind of payback. 9 to you, and 4 with menace to you.
Alright. 11.
And that was commander damage.
9 commander damage.
How do I?
Slide down.
Okay.
Counters. He's a skull.
Yep.
And I think I've done enough for 1 turn. Go.
Top card. I don't get to draw it for free. It's passage from the turn. Don't play my investor.
I'm gonna play Frodo.
Mr. Frodo.
Mr. Frodo. Let's see here. I'll play Dusk. Destroy all creatures with power 3 or greater.
Fair enough.
Nice.
Can't say it wasn't warranted.
Yeah.
I will pass.
Alright. Draw for turn. Tap my Field of Ruin. Tap blue. Tap a green. Tap another green. I will play Radagast, Wizard of the Wilds.
Looks like
That's
another paragraph.
hilarious.
What's that?
Looks like another paragraph to me.
It is another paragraph.
This one isn't so bad. It's Ward 1. Beasts and birds you control have Ward 1.
Okay.
Whenever you cast a spell with mana value 5 or greater, you either get to make a 3/3 green beast or a 2/2 blue bird with flying.
Okay.
To my token generation.
Right, right.
Yep.
I think I'm gonna. I think we'll pass after that.
Sure.
I was gonna say that one's not too hard.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, draw.
He's an avatar wizard.
He is.
We'll play a mountain.
All of the wizards, for the most part, of my are like kind of like archangels,
Okay.
so they're pretty powerful.
Gotcha.
I mean,
Makes sense.
Sauron is one. I'll put
Oh,
it
yeah,
that way.
yeah. For sure.
Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll cast an ever-flowing chalice, kicked twice.
Pretty good.
Chunk. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cast Voracious Fell Beast. It's a 6 mana 4/4 with flying, and whenever Voracious Fell Beast enters the battlefield, each opponent sacrifices a creature, and then I create a food token for each creature sacrificed this way.
Okay.
So I think I'll make 2 foods.
You will.
Yes,
If my elves are pretty hungry, I'll have a food token on my deck.
I have. And then I'll say go.
Human. Champions of minus turf. Turf. No, I don't think I'm doing that this turn. How many creatures do each of you guys have in your graveyards?
In my graveyard?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4.
4. I'm gonna play the Ghost Host Reinforcements, Grey Host Reinforcements. When they come, it's a flying ward 3, and when it enters the battlefield, exile target player's graveyard, put a number of +1/+1 counters on it, equal the number of creature cards exiled this way. So I'm gonna go after Gabe's graveyard because he's got the anger.
Fair enough.
Ooh.
So you got
Yeah, it seems
4,
pretty good.
4 counters.
Well, it's tough because you have the Dusk Dawn too.
Yeah,
so-
I have
but you
Dusk
have like a million
Dawn.
cards in hand, so the anger I think is scarier.
And Sauron like reanimates stuff from my graveyard.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and being able, like, next turn, if all goes well, he's going to be able to play Sauron again and then just
I
swing with
100% would have if I had a
Right.
creature to reanimate, yeah.
And that's it for me.
That might be a good
I'm
idea.
taking that one.
Might be a good idea.
It's all yours.
First misplay on stream.
Right.
Just kidding.
No, I already misplayed.
I know.
Second, what better of my guy?
Well, you are Gandalf the Grey, or Brian the Grey, not Brian the White.
Let's see.
Give it a few years.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll pay 1 Hithilian Robe. I'm going to search for a basic land. Put it into play tapped. This goes
To
to
me?
you.
Lots of gifts being given to Brian over there.
Right? Would you like to come?
Yep, sure.
You gave my commander the gift of being an 04 treeful.
That's true.
It was the gift that kept on giving.
Yeah.
Let's see. Two. Dawn of Hope. Whenever I gain life, I can pay 2. If I do, draw a card. I can pay a white and 3 to create a 1/1 white soldier creature token with lifelink.
Okay.
And I will pass.
Play the Mirror of Collateral. I'll pass. Go ahead.
Oh, why not? Why shouldn't I have it?
No, I shouldn't.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll cast my commander.
There it is.
Swan. I'll amass orcs 5. Mill 5. Mountain. A land. Wake the dragon, commander sphere, and consider there were no creatures among them, so I'm a little out of luck, but I'll accept my 9/9 and my 5/5. We'll enter combat. I'll swing. I'll swing 4 your way.
4 my way?
Yep.
Alright.
And it's all yours.
Keep.
So I'm going to play the Champions of Minas Tirith. So I'm going to become the Monarch.
special effects are bright. Little trumpets.
I love it.
It's pretty sweet.
So I'm the monarch, and if you want to attack me, you have to pay X, where X is the number of cards in your hand.
Oof.
Woo.
And then I'm gonna play Theoden, King of Rohan. Whenever he enters the battlefield, or another human enters the battlefield under my control, target creature gains double strike until end of turn. So I'm gonna give double strike to my big flyer, and then I'll move to combat, and I'm gonna attack Gabe for 10 in the air.
I have no flyers. It's a blocker, so I'll take 10.
I'll play a combat celebrant second main phase.
Just a combat cell.
Just a combat celebrant.
Yeah.
And then
Nothing to see here.
Move on.
All right, end step. I will pay white, 2, 3. I will create a 1/1 with lifelink. There we go.
Boom.
Tap.
I think you got the most mana compared to us, right? Or no, do I? We tied?
Let's see, I got 5, 9 total.
11.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Oh.
Gabe's got more than me.
Yeah, wow.
Because of the challenge.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 10.
Fell the Mighty. Destroy all
Ooh.
creatures with power greater than target creature's power. Targeting my 1/1.
I knew it.
Okay.
Greater than 1.
Greater than 1.
Your deck just all rats?
Apparently,
Rats.
apparently there's a crap ton of rats in this deck, but they're all selective ones.
Yeah.
So it like lets my little hobbits like be cool,
Yeah, yeah.
which is it's honestly a pretty cool
Cool design.
cool design for the deck. Yeah.
Maybe there's like an austere command in there or something.
I did not see one.
Okay.
However, that would fit in here very, very well.
Would be a nice upgrade card.
Sure.
Yes, yes, for sure. I'll go.
For 1.
Sorry, Sauron,
Family.
you did hit me for 9.
Ping! Yeah, yeah.
Last
I
time.
completely understand.
So had to get a little comeuppance there,
No.
and I will pass the turn.
It's your end step. I'm
Yes.
gonna activate my mirror.
So you scry 1, then draw a card. This ability costs 1 less for each legendary creature you control.
I control none, so it's 5.
It's 5.
All right, now it's my turn.
It's kind of like, you know, at this point, bad Jane Day. Well, I mean, not bad, because you scry first,
Yeah.
but it does cost more. So.
All right.
I should probably not put my command in.
Play an island.
Probably not.
Two, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Commander. I will activate the mirror again. It costs 1 less because I have a legendary creature.
Yep.
Mhm. Oh, and I gained 1 because that guy is like.
I like all the incidental looking in that deck too. It's
Yeah.
pretty nice.
Let's
Yeah.
go. Your turn.
Like, honestly, this deck, in terms of like, you know, pre-cons that I've played, is probably the coolest experience. Just like how it
Yeah.
all works together.
I'm
I
actually
really-
kind of jealous. I like that deck. It looks really
I do
nice.
really like this one.
Let's-
Like I said, it does junk things. when are junk things ever not fun?
They're always fun.
Right?
Junk is-
Draw
that's,
cards, kill stuff, and
I'll
do
play
some
a
beats.
gutter snipe.
Plus, it's got two best colors in Magic: green and black. That's my personal opinion.
I'm going to pay a red, cast a Faithless Looting, and trigger Gutter Snipe. Each of my opponents are dealt 2 damage. I'll draw 2 cards.
I'm below 40 again.
Discard.
This isn't right. Yeah, I could totally see like some cards in here that would be cool upgrades.
Discard an island and a treasure nabber.
Besides the obvious, just like Horizon Canopies.
Oh yeah.
You know, like stuff like that's just kind of a duh.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I think with all your wrath too, since you got white.
Cast
You could put,
Lidless
like,
Gaze.
that
First and
card.
foremost, so you all lose 2 life. Exile the top card of each player's library. Until the end of my next turn, I can cast those or I can play those cards and use any mana to cast
Type
them.
of what else?
I'll play your mountain if I may. I'll keep this one to the side for you. And what is that? A wood elves?
Yeah.
Wood elves and
I have no forest to search for.
and a forest.
I
Things to
will
make you guys
pass the turn.
indestructible is what I meant. Things.
Hmm?
So
Yeah.
when you do board wipes, you just make all your stuff indestructible.
Yeah.
He's not a human.
Fierce protection.
There's that heroic intervention.
For yeah, green.
That's a good card.
The one from the Warhammer set, and there shall know no fear. It's
I'm gonna
one
dash the
colorless
Riders
white.
of Rohan. So when it comes into play, I get 2 red knight creature tokens with trample and haste. And I will send what do you got over there?
I have 4 mana open, so I can make a guy. 1/1 with white.
How big
flame.
is your commander?
It's a 4/5. Big.
It's a 4/5.
Yep.
I'll attack you with a. Well, I guess if it's a 4/5, that isn't very good to attack you with a 4/4, is it?
You can try.
The non-token is
I
yours
can
as
do
well?
something about that.
Because I dashed it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm not going to be getting attacked here. Go for
Oh,
the throat.
all right. Cool. Good move.
Are we moving to, you're gonna take that up before, so I can
Yep.
He's gonna
get
let
some
you-
sneaky damage?
Yep.
Little sneaky link.
Alright.
I like it.
6 at,
1, 2,
6
3,
at
4, 5,
Ryan and
6.
2 at Gabe.
That's 27, right?
And that's all for me.
Alrighty. Untap.
This goes back to me.
I'm just glad that's not commander damage.
True.
I'd be dead.
Alright, let's see here. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, and then 2. Gonna play Samwise. Move to the combat step. Swing at you for 1. I'll gain 1. Second main phase. Oh, sorry, I trigger. That's why I went to combat to begin with. I will play a little Lobelia, Defender of Bag End. When Lobelia enters the battlefield, look at the top card of each opponent's library and exile those cards face down. I can sacrifice an artifact to choose to either, until the end of turn, I can play a card exiled with Lobelia without paying its mana cost, or each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. I have to tap and sack an artifact to do that. Alrighty.
That was quick. Maybe it's a bunch of lands.
Pass.
Elrond of the White Council. When it enters the battlefield, each player secretly votes for fellowship or aid. Then the votes are revealed. For each fellowship vote, the voter chooses a creature they control. I gain control of it. And this creature gains, I cannot attack the owner. For each aid vote, I put a +1/+1 counter on each creature I control.
Okay, so it's either aid or what's the other one?
Fellowship.
Fellowship.
Okay.
It's an easy
Awesome.
aid.
I have secretly chosen my vote.
Same.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you getting those +1/+1.
I think
Yeah.
so. I'm okay with this.
There you go. All right.
And then I will do. I think I'll pass. I think I'm doing. I'm good here. Yep.
At the end of your turn, I'm going to sacrifice a food token. Gain 3 life.
This is exile, right?
Yeah, these are exiled, but until the end of his turn, he can still
Oh.
play them.
Yep.
Gotcha.
So he could theoretically
Play a forest.
take the forest, then play your
I
own.
would love to play a force. I can use any mana to cast that out,
There you
so
go.
I don't need to.
Yeah. Sure.
Oh boy.
And it's
Two land drops from my opponent's hands. Okay. Well, I might as well do this now. I think this only costs 2 mana. I'll cast a Blasphemous Act, right, for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 mana. Everyone takes 2 damage from the Gutter Strike before it dies.
And I gotta give you guys your stuff back. So, who had an Inferno Titan in their deck?
Me. Oh, you took my Inferno
Sorry, homie.
Titans?
Sorry, homie.
So
Let's
this is
see.
just exiled?
Yeah, it's exiled. And then Opt would have came. Well, I don't know. It would have came.
What is
from
that?
Terramorphic Expanse.
Oh, that's
There is a Terramorphic Expanse somewhere in this deck, so it might be mine.
Okay.
in this color. This is blue.
Okay.
I'm
well,
also blue.
yeah, that's
But
why
I
it's
have a
like.
Consider in mind, so maybe yours has the Opt.
I think so.
Okay, that works then. That seems correct.
Exile.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those are exiled, and everything dies.
Everything dies.
Everything must go.
That's the name of the show or the episode.
Everything must go.
Everything must go.
Yeah.
There have been a lot of rats. This
Yep.
2, 3.
There have been a lot of rats. Sorry, homies.
Oh, that's good.
I'll cast up Assault Model.
All right.
The majority of my turn, let's use Brian's sorcery while I have a turn to cast it. So I'll cast Summon of Summons of Saruman, X equals 6. Amass Orcs, X.
Alright.
I'll mill X, so mill 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I may cast an instant sorcery from among them that costs 6 or less for free. So I'll cast this Deep Analysis. And
They're just making sure that you don't get to do what was it,
The Hobbit.
Cruel Ultimatum.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
For free.
There's no Cruel Ultimatum. This one will go to your graveyard though, so.
And does it have flashback?
It does have flashback. Fun fact.
That's pretty interesting.
I think I'll take my 6/6 all the way to the end of my turn.
I'm gonna use the rope to go get the land.
Sure.
Yes, not to you.
Everybody gets a land. Everybody.
No X, cast the official rule of things manifest. That card's really good. Is it?
Yeah, it's very, very good.
You wanna give me a cut? Because I gotta reveal my top card. Fail. Five plus a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm gonna flash this back for 7. Exiling 7 cards.
Sure.
Okay, so if I, yeah, I don't actually accept this. So 7 cards, so I mill 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Oof.
7. I missed.
Oof.
You do get a 7/7 orc army though.
So I do get a 7/7 orc.
I'm sure you have one in your checkers. There's your card.
Let's see. Is that in this little range?
Maybe on the other side of this treasure. No, it's the monarch. Listen,
Cool looking monarch token.
Yeah.
I'll cast an arcane signet. And nothing else on this side.
Okay. Untap. Let's see, these guys both cost 4 extra. So they're starting to be pretty expensive hobbits. Okay. Gonna go 1, 2. Going to play Knight's Whisper. Finally a land. I get to finally play land. Let's see. Okay. Alright. One, two. I'm going to play Golem Obsessed Stalker, scry 1. Put that to bottom. Okay, 4. White, green, and then 2. For Treebeard, Gracious Host.
Good guy.
So the Golem it has Skulk, it's a 1/1. At the beginning of your end step, each opponent dealt combat damage this game by a creature named Golem Obsessed Stalker loses life equal to the amount of life you gained this turn. Treebeard, Trample, Ward 2, it's a 0/5. When Treebeard Gracious Host enters, create 2 food tokens. So I got 2 more food tokens. Where are you, food tokens? Food. Haha. More food.
What a gracious host.
Right.
True.
Whenever you gain life, put that many +1/+1 counters on target halfling or tree folk. I will pay 2, sack 1 of these, gain 3, putting 3 counters on Treebeard.
Nice.
So he is now a 3/8. And I will pass.
At your end step, I'm gonna do my little thing with the mirror.
Sure, sure.
I will draw it. I will go to my turn. With my chunk of lands here. Ooh. Okay, this is untapped. She is expensive to play now. She's 8 to play.
That's how I feel about my hobbits. Like, Frodo costs 6, Sam costs 7.
Looks down at my 12 cost commander.
It's just like, yeah, but like, this is a tiny hobbit
yeah,
compared to, you know,
True.
the Lord of Mordor.
Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna keep 4 open here. And I'm going to pay 1 for the cost and 6 into this card. And I'm going to play Sylvan Offering. I'm going to choose an opponent. I like what Scott's doing over there.
Alright.
You and I are each going to get 6 tree folk.
Alright.
However, since Brian picked on Gabe the most, I'm going to choose Gabe. You and I are going to get 6 elves.
Okay.
What do I get?
You get nothing.
You'll get nothing and like it.
Alright, so you two get a 6/6.
Let's see, and what are those? They're, how big? XX?
Yeah.
Just yeah,
what is-
1/6/6, and then we get 6 1/1s.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry. Create an X on. Sorry, I read that wrong. You get a 6/6 green tree folk creature.
Okay, got it.
That's so much better than the card.
There we go.
And then you and I each get 6 elves.
And,
Thanks for reading that right.
6 tree folk just sounds like a lot of trees.
that
Yeah.
is a lot of tree folk. That
Yeah.
is a whole
That's
end
a-
moot.
Put these little big guys out here so we know. Do you have an elf token?
I'll happily take a
Tap
spare
one?
elf.
There you go. And I'll give you 6 of those there. Oh, you got it already? All right. Ryan, if you're nice to me, the rest of the game, I might even help you out a little more.
Oh, I'm totally trying to kill you now.
Yeah.
Okay.
You singled me out to get nothing.
You have
After lignifying my commander on like the 3rd.
you have incurred the wrath of the Rohirrim.
Let's go.
The horse lords are ready for you now.
Draw. Play an island. I think I'd get this far.
And you You have a couple of things over there.
I do have a few things. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Cast my commander for 1 additional time. I'll amass Orcs 5, turning this 6 into an 11. I'll mill 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's my soul ring. And then I'll reanimate a creature from my graveyard. Probably should have looked at that first. I don't quite know what he does, but he's big, and I remember him from the movie, so I'm gonna put
Balrog!
the Balrog of Moria into play. Trample Haste 8/8. When the Balrog dies, I exile it, and if I do, for each opponent, I exile up to 1 creature they control. And then a bunch of cycling text that doesn't matter. I'll enter combat. Let's see. What is your board looking like? A 1,
6/6, a 1/1, a 3/8.
Alright. So I will hit Scott with an 11/11, and I will attack. You were damaged enough by not receiving gifts, so I'll just keep it at the 11.
I'll block with a tree folk.
Alright. The tree has been cut.
Gifts ungiven.
And I am done.
If I can get my second free card off of this thing? Nope.
Maybe someday.
Maybe someday.
It is not this day. I'm just gonna try and get as many movie quotes in as
I
I
like it.
can.
So I'm going to flashback increasing devotion.
Seems good.
That's 10 to do. 6, 9, 10. And I'll get 10 human tokens.
Do they have haste?
No.
They have human.
They have human? That's funny.
And that's it for me.
Isolated chapel.
Do I sense a board wipe on
He's already played like 4.
it? I know. Let's see how many the deck has.
It's got a pretty good amount. I'm gonna sacrifice the commander's sphere to draw a card.
I might put that back in my deck for the weekend.
Commander's Sphere.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good card.
Yeah.
I mean, I need draw power in that deck sometimes.
Fair. Bunch of mana, 6 1/1s, 11/11. And some
I'm
big
pretty
things.
impressed. These decks have turned out a pretty nice game.
Yeah,
It's
like
been a pretty fun game.
it's really interesting. Like they're very, very evenly matched. Too.
Yes.
Yeah, it
I
feels
don't.
like it.
I don't feel like any one deck is, tearing away. I'm gonna go with Shire Sheriff. When it comes into the battlefield, I may sacrifice a token. When I do, exile target creature an opponent controls until Shire Sheriff leaves the battlefield.
If you choose the army, it doesn't come back.
Yeah, I know. That's kind of what I'm looking at. Kill it.
Fair. I don't find you at all.
You guys will thank me for this one.
Do we get to draw cards?
No,
Oh.
but it's going to save us for another turn. I'm going to lose 3 life.
I'm not thanking you at all. All right.
Yeah. Get rid of that.
You do lose 3 life.
I did
Cool.
lose 3 life.
Now my commander costs 14.
Alrighty. Yeah, I will
That's
pass.
still about the best thing you can do for 14 mana on this
Probably.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Turns out it's still pretty good.
I think I have.
Draw for turn. So she's been out. So it cost me 8 to play her. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Commander.
Yeah.
Cast Woos Pathfinder. I can give another creature if I pay 7 +3/+3 and gain trample. Or I can tap it to add a mana of any color. It's human shaman, so unfortunately Galadriel doesn't trigger, but it's a nice little extra piece in my puzzle here.
There you are.
I'll pass.
Put that one over here. Draw. Blah, blah, blah. Red and 2. I'll cast Fiery Inscription. It's a 3-mana enchantment. Enters the battlefield, the ring tempts me, so I'll make the Balrog on my ring bearer.
Oh, your camera's up on stream.
Pretty big ring size.
What was that?
And
Yeah.
then
Your phone. You can see what you're doing.
And then
It's alright, though.
whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, you'll deal. It has the gutter stamp effect. Deals 2
Okay,
damage
cool.
each opponent.
Cool. I just didn't want it in case people see your phone with
Right,
what you're
right,
doing or who you're texting, kind of thing. Privacy reasons.
I'll play a Rogue's Passage.
It's not bad.
Not 1. Cast Thrill of Possibilities, discarding a Reanimate that I fear too much to cast. Everyone will take 2 from the Fury Inscription, and then I'll draw 2. I would like to then cast Lidless Gaze for its flashback cost. 1, 2, 3, 4. Everyone will take 2. And you'll exile the top card of each player's library. I may play them this turn.
Do you see it?
Yeah, they're
Don't
just-
see it. Have to exile.
Swords to Plowshare.
This is a removal too. Target creature you deal is damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control. You create a number of 1/1 green elf tokens equal to the net amount of excess damage dealt this way.
Okay. That's complicated, but alright.
Well, pretty much kill a creature,
Right.
extra damage, you get elf tokens.
Okay.
Anything left over?
It's an instant or sorcery?
Instant.
Okay. I have no reason to. Alright, enter combat.
Yep.
Attacks. Got for 8. You still have the highest life total. 8 trample.
8 trample. Let me see. I just need to see what else is
Yeah.
on him.
Yeah. So when he dies, I get to remove a bunch of creatures from play. Yeah, guys.
Alright, gonna pay 2. Actually, we'll do it like this. Tap solar. I will sacrifice a food token, gain 3 life, trigger Treebeard,
Yeah.
making him a 6/11,
Okay.
and I'll block the ball rock.
Before damage, I'll cast Path to Exile your tribute.
Okay. You gotta pay 2 more ward.
Sure. Happily. So Path is in the graveyard now. I think
There we
that's
go.
My
Yeah. So then 8 will trample through on
Yep.
everything.
You get something from Path.
Yes, you'll get a basic land.
Your favorite.
Hey, I need lands.
And
Let's see, and it goes into play. Does it go in?
Tapped.
Tapped. Okay.
And that's it for me. Go
His
ahead.
life totals are looking lower.
Everyone also takes 2 from me casting the Path.
Real low.
Again, not a thing. Game one. That tap over here will go up.
Yeah. The trumpets won't do anything.
Have you been drawing for Monarch?
No.
Oh wait, yeah, you haven't been.
I-
yet, I don't
I
think.
forgot
Yeah.
I put it in the game. I didn't even draw for it for the first time because I didn't have the time.
It's always the hardest thing to remember.
Yeah, it really is.
Well,
Oh.
here's your Monarch token. I'm sure you have another treasure.
Does anyone
Oh,
attack or
wow.
something?
I don't think I have.
I know I haven't, so you should still be Monarch.
I'm still Monarch.
We'll just
Yeah.
call you
I'm
Monarch.
the secret Monarch.
You're secret
Secret
Monarch.
Monarch.
All right. And you can
Nice.
swords.
Yes,
I
I
have
said I have
6/11s.
access to a swords and whatever that.
I'm gonna dash the Riders of Rohan. And move to combat. And I will attack. So awkward. I'm just casting Riders of Rohan. I don't want to attack.
Just cast.
Just cast. Then I'll play Visions of Glory.
What does
For-
that do?
I get a 1/1 white human creature token for each creature I control.
Okay.
It's a lot of tokens.
There's a lot of tokens. Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I get
Plus 10.
14.
Yeah, alright. So it turns 10 to 24.
And I'm all set.
Alrighty. Tap. Let's see
Plus 1 plus 4. Let me try to guess the same thing. Sure.
Drop them
Drop from the
here. Drop from Monarch.
You have no
If
excuse.
you see the trumpets, you are the Monarch.
One. Alright. Finally going to cast Dawn. One more. Casting Dawn. So return all creatures with power 2 or less from my graveyard to my hand.
Seems pretty good to me.
So Lobelia, Gaffer, Mentor, Gilded Goose, Essence Warden. That's it. Let's see here. Green, Essence Warden. Green, Gilded Goose. Trigger. access tunnel. Three. Using that for white. The gaffer. Triggering the scry. Bomb. Pay 2. Sacrifice food token. Gain 3.
You have to have gained like 60 life.
Oh yeah, no, I've gained it. Oh, and I forgot to gain one for playing the gaffer. Alright, then I will pass. During my end step, I trigger the gaffer.
I don't know if this will help you, but during the end of this turn, I'll crack the Hithian rope so you can untap it.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
As repayment for these elf warriors.
All right. Draw for turn. Oh. I will start my turn by playing, well, tapping these two to make 2, and then make 1. And I will play Arrestor of the Council. Whenever players finish voting, each opponent who voted for a choice you voted for creates a treasure token. I scry X, where X is the number of opponents who voted for a choice you didn't vote for. And then I draw a card.
Okay.
That triggers my commander when I go to combat, but I'm not done yet. I am going to leave these open, and I'm going to tap these. So I'm not going to use it just yet, but I might.
You have time.
That's right. I will play Plea for Power. Will the Council, unless someone wants to counter it, starting with you, each player votes for time or knowledge. If time gets more votes, I take an extra turn after this one. If knowledge gets more votes, or the vote is tied, I draw 3 cards. I'm gonna vote for time.
I'll vote for knowledge.
Knowledge.
Okay, so I'll draw 3 cards.
And
And then I trigger that.
So you get to scry 3.
And then draw a card.
Yep, so I'll draw my 3, and I'll scry 3, and then draw a card.
Seems decent.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
I will choose this one. Let's see, what else do I want to do? Anything else? I'll go to combat. Trigger commander's ability. If you guys don't remember, Dominion gives me the temp for the ring, and I get a +1 on a ring bearer.
Right.
Guidance gives me the ability to draw a card.
Right.
So I'm going to vote Dominion.
What happens when I vote the same as you? I get a treasure token?
Yeah.
Yes.
You can have Dominion as well.
Okay.
Same.
Yeah. I'm good with Dominion.
Okay. So I will put, I will make Galadriel, whatever her name is, the ring bearer, and she'll get a +1 counter. Treasure. Now who has high creatures?
I have an 8/8 and 6 1/1s. It's got 24 1/1s and some other stuff.
That does not help right now. So I will. I'll end the turn.
At the end of your turn, I'll sacrifice this food token. So that I continue to not die. it. I have swords until the end of the turn. I have that one. Blah blah blah. Can I read that green card that I exiled that I can cast until the end of my turn? I guess it's a one-sided fight, and then I'll make one less equal to the excess. Okay, thank you. Let's start by not doing it. Okay, so I'll cast Shiny Impetus on my own creature. And what it does is it gives it +2/+2 and is goaded, so it has to attack every turn if able. And then whenever it attacks, I make a treasure token. Right. So.
Do we all take damage because of that, or is this only instance and sorcery?
Just instance and sorceries. So I'll enter combat.
Yep.
Scott, you're still at 28 somehow. I'll hit you for 10 if I may.
Yeah.
I'll make a treasure token. And so that everything is not wasted, I guess I'll use the Swords to Plowshares, targeting a restore.
Okay.
So everyone will take 2, but you'll gain 2, so.
Sounds good. I won't move,
That's
yeah.
yours. We'll go to your graveyard. And then that is my turn. Go ahead.
I'm gonna try and draw a card off the Herald's Horn.
You're on the Monarch too.
Yeah.
For what it's worth.
Yeah.
Nope, that doesn't do anything. Alright, I'm gonna play Door of Destinies.
Ooh, that's in the deck.
Yeah.
I have something to do with that on the stack.
Sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to cycle Decree of Pain. Whenever I cycle Decree of Pain, all creatures get -2/-2 until end of turn.
Okay, let's see. Kill that. Kill that.
Okay.
Kill that.
Have your elf warriors.
Kill that. Gaffer's still standing strong.
So what are you choosing for your door of Destiny?
Humans.
Fair.
I gotta figure out where to put it here. Oh, I still have my 7/7. It's a 5/5. That was pretty brutal, Gabe.
I mean, I think I would have died if I didn't do it.
Not necessarily.
Hey, all right. I thought I was going to die. How about that?
That's a good move.
Yeah. I still might.
What I saw was the gates of Mordor open up. Everybody rushed the gate.
Yep.
This way costs 9, 8, so I can cast during this turn. Or both. And you have no creatures left?
Yeah.
So
I'll take whatever carnage you have in store for me.
So that's 5 plus 2.
7. Ouch.
Oh, there will be blood.
Yep.
3, 6, 8.
Speaking of.
Oh, I'm so bad. Can we back up? I forgot what my commander does.
Yeah, let's make the edit. No, I was kidding.
I'll find my commander. All set.
Okay. Monarch.
Untap. Alright. Keep.
Could have played like another guy after that. I got 2 more things.
Decree of Pain's only at the end until end of turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Let's see here. Rogue's Passage. Cabelia. When it enters, I get to look at the top card of each opponent's libraries and exile them. That's the one where I get to play.
Oh, we
I
don't get to see him.
play them. No.
Sorry, I looked at it.
Me
I
too.
don't know
It's
what
okay.
it was. I looked at
This
it.
time, mine is in the middle, for what it's worth.
Yeah, okay, got it. So
I know what mine is by accident.
1, 2, 3. Okay. I'm just trying to keep them like where
Yeah.
I can understand which one's which.
Sure.
Okay. Two, 3, green. 5. Play Woodfall Primus.
Ooh, that's good.
Destroy a non-creature permanent. What's this one do?
Whenever I cast an instant sorcery, each of my opponents take 2 damage.
I'll kill that. Sure. And then I will green, black, Pippin, Warden of Isengard, Scry. It's bottom. I will pass.
At your end step, I'm gonna play an instant called Trap the Trespassers. Each player secretly votes for a creature you don't control. Those votes are then revealed for each creature with 1 or more stun or 1 more countered votes on them. Put that many stun counters on it, then tap it. So we secretly choose a creature. It gets a stun counter and it taps it. Stun counters.
Is it one that we control?
Don't. Each player secretly votes for a creature I don't control.
Okay, got it.
Gotcha.
So you guys can't target my stuff.
Okay.
So, secretly voting, starting with me. Sorry if I can just reach this. With my
Let's just do
hobby.
like 1, 2, 3 point on what you want
With
to
my
do.
Hobbit
Not
arm?
very secret. Is that what
Yeah, one, 2, 3 point.
So figure it out what
is
it is,
probably
and
the
then on
best.
1, 2, 3 and point, and that'll be the one you're voting for.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
Okay.
because it's hard to do secret
Yeah.
otherwise.
Yep.
1, 2, 3 point.
Fair enough.
His commander tapped.
This one.
Or you point at his.
I was pointing at
Balrog.
That's so
Okay.
Either 2
stun.
votes for
Balrog.
this, 2 votes for the wolf.
Okay. Yep.
So 2 stun counters, right?
Yep. Alright.
Let's see, stun counters is no
At your
blocks,
upkeep,
no.
if it were to untap, you remove a counter from it.
Oh, and does it tap it down when?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and then so now it's my upkeep, or my start of my turn. Draw for turn. Play a command tower. I will play an Arbor Elf, triggering my commander when I go to combat. I will play. Leaving 4 open. I will play a Mirkwood Elk. When it enters the battlefield or attacks, return target elf from my graveyard to my hand. I gain life equal to that card's power. I'm gonna return Elvish War Master to my hand. Actually, yeah, Elvish War Master. I'm gonna gain 2 life. Two, three, 5. Go to combat at Gabe. Trigger, or my target's gonna be Gabe, but I'm gonna go to combat first. Dominion or Guidance. Guidance gives me the card draw. Dominion gives me an extra ring steps. So I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna pick Guidance.
I'll also pick guidance.
Same.
Same.
Draw a card. All right, Gabe, you're gonna take 5.
I'll take 5.
A leaf, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll leave you alone for a turn. There's my dad joke of this episode.
There you go.
That is my turn.
That's a little scary. Alright. At the end of your turn, I'll pay 3 to untap my Basalt Monolith. And I'll use Desolate Lighthouse's ability to draw a card, discard a card, draw 1, discard 1.
After you discard, I'm gonna sack this thing.
Sure.
And well, I can't sack it. It
Yeah.
can't be sacrificed. But instead, Scott's my player to my right, and I think is that your card originally?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I get to search my library for basic put on battlefield tapped, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or you can do 2 to draw a card.
I will search my library for
Yeah.
land. I like the land.
Alright, so I'll untap for the stun counter.
I just think
I'll
it's
do the
totally
battle
cool
rod.
that you can do either one.
Yeah, it is.
Turn. I'll read this card for the first time.
Offercut. All right, thank you.
Not saving me, unfortunately. Okay.
What time does RIW close?
9 o'clock.
Okay, thanks.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's cool.
Cast.
Like one of my oldest friends is he bought tickets for him and his wife to come see the show this Friday.
Nice.
That'll be cool.
Alright, extract from darkness. Each player mills 2 cards. Then I get to reanimate a creature from a graveyard.
Elvish Piper and Arwen Weaver of Hope.
I got Guahir,
didn't hit a
greatest of the
creature, but
Eagles.
Oh, it's any creature, not just
Yeah.
one, so
Elvish Piper's pretty good.
I'm going to return Voracious Fellbeast because it makes me food tokens. Comes into play, each opponent sacrifices a creature, and I create a food token for each creature sacrificed this way.
Alright.
1.
Arbor Elf.
I will sacrifice the Woodfall Primus.
Sure.
Oh, persist.
It's gonna come back in.
Yep.
Sans those annoying
Yeah, no stun counters at all.
Yeah,
actually,
no stun counters. And,
Honestly, I have nothing worth.
Door of Destiny.
yeah, it's gotta be the door. It's the only good target out right now. Like I guess the Mirror
The
and
mirror
Galadriel
takes so
maybe,
much, yeah.
but you don't really have any way
Yeah.
to really power it right now.
Let's tap this. Black 3. Cast Revenge of Ravens. It's an enchantment that whenever a creature attacks me or a planeswalker I control, they lose a life and I gain a life. So this will hopefully give me some stability, maybe. Go ahead.
Reveal the Herald's Horn. It is a human.
What is it?
It's a Fiend Hunter.
Okay.
Oh,
Ooh,
I
that's a
know
good
that
card.
one. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a good card.
Field of Ruin. Tapped out. Ish.
I have 4.
That's gonna get better for me to wait, so I'll just go for it. I'll play this guy. Gives my team +1/+1 in vigilance. Until end of turn. And I'll attack you with, I'll go to combat and get my triggers.
There we go.
Finally. And then I will go to combat and attack you with a 5/5 and a 7, or 5/4 and a 7/7. Or that's actually a 6/5 and an 8/8.
Sure. Revenge of Ravens, you'll lose 2 and I'll gain 2. I would like to cast a Notion Thief before blockers. Move the blockers?
Before blocks, I'll make my 8/8 unblockable Rogue's Passage.
Sure. That was very nice. Sacrifice of food.
Yep.
I'll block AoE.
Okay.
Got with the Voracious Foes. You
He's got
you're
+1/+1,
6/5.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're fine,
okay.
you're fine. And then I'll take 8.
Yep.
Nice.
And that'll be it for me. And I'll draw from there. Getting the hang of this.
I'll actually draw from the Monarch.
Ooh, good point.
Yeah.
So I don't draw at all.
Ooh. Wait a minute. That was pretty good. No. He's still the Monarch. I just draw his card.
Oh.
Yeah.
The Notion Thief.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go, Brian. I'll give you your trumpets back. Little confetti action.
Stop looking at me.
I mean, you're at 2.
I
Like,
know.
there's only so many times we can try to get you out
Of course.
before bad things happen to all of us.
I'm just a poor defenseless eyeball.
Yeah. Okay. Gonna play Farmer Cotton. X equals 3. I get 3 halflings
Nice.
and 3 food.
Ooh.
Fair, fair.
Let's see.
The Munchkins are here.
Right? Messed with the Lollipop Guild just one too many times, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Just saying. Here, I just gotta do it this way. Because apparently I only have 2 halfling tokens. And then food tokens, I get 3. Alright. Going to sacrifice one of the food tokens to Lobelia. I can play a card exiled with Lobelia until end of turn without paying costs. Call for aid.
What's this do?
Gaining control of all creatures he controls.
All of them? That's
They
Whose
can-
deck is that from?
Yours.
Obviously.
I mean, call for aid.
Who's
Yeah.
deck is that from?
Okay.
But I can't attack you with that.
That's
Is
pretty
the-
lucky.
okay.
Everything.
Just his creatures.
All of his creatures, and let's see.
Is
So you got a
untap
big-
Does it
one as
untap
well?
them?
I believe so, doesn't it? Untap those creatures. They gain haste until end of turn.
Alright.
I cannot attack him, and I can't sacrifice the creatures.
Response.
Okay.
Galahidrum Ambush. Create X 1/1 green elf warrior tokens where X is the number of attacking creatures. Prevent all combat damage to be done by non-elf creatures this turn.
So this is 5 attacking creatures.
You're literally saving Sauron. Oh, all right. That's unfortunate.
You also lose 5 life and I'll gain 5 life.
You'll see why on my turn.
Uh-oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute, I don't like that either.
Let's see. 1, 2,
He does have a point though.
3.
I'm
You
okay
did
with
save
it.
Sauron.
I'm okay with this.
Bilbo, birthday celebrant. Scry 1. It's the bottom. Let's see. I'll send the rope to you.
The rope's all gone all the way around now.
Uh-huh.
I love it. I like the rope.
Rope's pretty good.
Yeah.
I like rope.
Okay.
Let's see here. Would you like to cut?
I'm good.
I will pay.
So I would actually lose the life from this.
He controlled it.
Oh,
Yeah, he
I
took control of the
okay.
creatures.
So I
Okay.
controlled your stuff.
okay.
It was just easier. Just to-
1, 2.
Alright, fair
I'm gonna sacrifice one of my food to gain 4 life because Bilbo lets me gain 1 extra. Then I will pass the turn. Gaffer triggers.
I'll draw your card.
I'll draw my card.
My card or his card?
His card.
Oh, okay. Alright. I will play a land for turn. I will tap 2 lands to play Elvish War Master. I will then pump 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or not these ones. 5, 6, 7 into Elvish War Master. Elves I control get +2/+2 and get death touched on the turn. I will then tap 5 lands.
He saved me so that he could come. Is what he's-
Overwhelming Stampede.
Oh God.
Until end of turn, creatures gain trample and get +X/+X, where X is the greatest power among creatures I control. That would be my tree folk.
So
Or
plus
my
6.
Mirkwood.
Yeah. So
Alright.
+6/+6 and
They all
trample.
have trample
Galadriel's
and
a 7, so
Oh,
because
yeah.
it was a 5/5 +2.
Oh yeah. So they all gain 7.
Okay, so you can just kill everybody?
Oh, I'm gonna death touch and trample everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
That does it.
All right.
That'll
Winner's
do it.
chair.
There we go.
This chair's one every time.
All right.
I'll happily
Which,
accept that.
does anyone have any cards that go back in this deck?
Let's see.
Neither of those can be from my deck, so.
Those have to be there
Yes.
and there.
You have a mountain, and I believe this is your force.
Okay.
It kind of came around. I kind of feel like everybody was like gonna try and win on the next turn.
Yeah.
Like I had an Earthquake in my hand. I've been sandbagging for a while, so but I just never had a good opportunity to play it.
Let's see. Now, did I have any more board
When you had the
wipes?
decree, I actually had the thing that gives my team indestructible.
Nice. But
So
it's
I-
-2, -2.
But it's -2,
yeah.
-2. So
Beautiful.
yeah, it blew me out.
I love it.
I had Deluge, but I sent it to the bottom.
Brian, you can sit here next week.
Deluge.
But everyone that has sat in this chair has won the
Sanguine
game so
Bond.
far.
Okay.
So now you know where to sit next time you're on the show.
Yeah, yeah. You need to offer it to your
Rainbows.
guests more often.
Yeah, I know, right?
Rapacious. Yeah, I think I played every single board wipe in my deck except for Toxic Deluge.
Nice.
This deck also had a lot of board wipes. The one that I didn't get to play was Living Death, which would have also been a blowout.
Yes, that one would
Yeah,
have been
that,
insane.
that card's pretty good. Card's pretty good.
So good.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, I guess it takes us to the questions, so I'll pull them up real quick
Yep.
because I don't have them written down. So, you know, and I wanted to point this out too. You know, Magic's really become a large part of our pop culture. You know, bringing all the different universes that it's brought into Magic. You've seen people, you know, little kids playing Fortnite play Magic now. You see all these D&D people from their parties coming to the Magic League nights. You're
Yep.
seeing all these people from The Walking Dead fan addicts, you know, showing up and playing the cards. What else we got? I got League of Legends written down. You know, all these different things. Now Lord of the Rings. I mean, these decks were really cool to play. I will do a little disclaimer here for Pam. You know, you can buy these decks here at RIW Hobbies. What is the price on them, Gabe? You know the prices, right?
Most of them are $60. I believe we've had to increase the price of the food and family, or the Frodo one.
the
No
food
surprise.
Yeah, because it's just like
Yeah.
insane.
It's
just
it's
yeah.
it's honestly really crazy. Some of the cards you get in here, like you get Birds of Paradise, the Golden Goose,
Toxic Deluge.
Toxic Deluge, like
A lot of good reprints.
No, all of the cards just like work well together. It's a very
Yeah.
well-oiled machine.
Yeah.
yeah, it really is. I mean, it also has Sanguine Bond in here, which like
Sure.
you
Yeah,
know,
that's,
for,
that's
well,
real
no,
good.
for a long time that card was like
Yeah,
what 20 something
Yeah.
bucks.
Right.
And, like it's been a a staple of Commander for basically
it's-
ever since it got
It
printed.
definitely it's bringing a lot of cards down and making it more affordable and bringing a lot of people new that find those cards that they've seen other people play, making it more accessible as well. So I mean, I think these are cool decks. I think the one question that everyone has, and I'll bring this up, and this is a really good one, is if you got the One Ring that everyone keeps talking about. So for those who don't know, there's a One Ring, 1 of 1 printed out there that you can pull from a collector booster. There's only one printed in the world, and there's been multiple bounties on it. You had Post Malone bounty on it. You had, I think, Cassius Marsh, the old former football player. His game shop was voting on it. They were trying to, say, hey, we want it. Take it to us. Here's our bounty.
Last I heard, it is up at
It's
$2 million.
$2 million with a free trip to Spain.
Yeah, to hand deliver it to the guy.
Yeah, to hand deliver it. So that's pretty cool. So Scott, I'll start with you, and then I'll go to Gabe since you guys are our guests. What would you do if you got the ring? Would you keep it hidden from the public, or would you tell everyone, hey, I got that One Ring?
Oh, I would sell it to Sauron himself.
Oh, there you go.
To the highest bidder.
I'm sorry, for that amount of money?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Sauron gets to take over the world, guys.
That's fair.
Yeah, no, I would definitely sell that. And not because I don't think it's cool and everything, but, $2 million versus a card that I get to look at and worry about people trying to steal from me. Nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'll take that money all day.
As for me, I think I'd wait a little while, just enough to fly to Beckett, get it graded, and then call Mark Rosemart and say, hey, can I be in a commercial real quick?
There you go.
Then I'll sell it.
I thought you were going to line up your lawyers for a second.
No.
I couldn't send that in.
Oh, I would hand deliver. I'd get on a plane ticket.
Yeah, I would be like, no, this is 1 of 1. I'm not leaving the building.
Yeah, it's like, I'll watch you do it, please and thank you.
Yeah.
At $2 million, yeah. I've been telling some of the other staff, the staff that, if it's anything less than $6 million, I'll just hold on to it. But
No.
it's probably life changing to most people,
Yeah.
including me. So
Yeah.
when push comes to shove, I'll bite it.
Yeah, sorry, I'll buy a house with that,
Yeah,
thank
yeah.
you. Like,
I would tell, but the caveat is you're putting my butt on a boat. I ain't flying. I hate heights, and I don't like flying. I'll fly for work if I have to. But if you're going to give me $2 million, you can stretch a little bit and throw me on a cruise ship.
hey man,
Nice cruise.
I'm just worried about those orcas, trying to kill the boat.
Hey, fill the cruise ship with some of my friends. Let's play Magic on the way. Let's do that. I'd love that.
What about you?
I'd be more worried about submarines out
I'd
there too
snap
soon.
sell. Snap sell.
Oh yeah, so it's like there is no other answer for that, right?
Yeah.
It's
It's gone.
it's gone.
Poof, it's gone.
The person who wants it the most will have it, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, like they will be, $2 to $3 million less rich, and I'm good.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure with that you could haggle for at least a little bit more.
Sure.
Probably couldn't get up to 3, but I think you could get maybe
Let's say
2 1/4.
Sure.
2 1/4, 2 1/2.
Just 2
Just 2 1/4.
Right.
Yeah. Brian, you got the last question, right? You remember that one?
So we wanted to talk about what we thought about the decks, right?
Yeah, well, we got that one, then we got the chef's kiss question.
Oh, that's your question.
That's
You
my
do
question.
that one, man.
Okay, let's talk about the decks.
So, I think it's only fair to start with the deck that, won the whole thing. What was your opinion on it?
So I think I like it. What I think about it is it's a glorified elf deck. It's a tribal elf deck with a group hug in disguise.
That's what I was feeling.
Now, the voting really throws you off. Like, this guy's not going to do much. I'm not going to attack. But really, at the end, your elves come out with all their brass knuckles, and they just swing in for that kill. And I think it's an elf deck, right? We talked about that earlier. When you play an elf deck, that's what you got to do, right? You got to build up your board. But the little mechanic of the votes, I think, really takes your mind away from it. Like, these elves aren't really scary. I'm going to pick one up and kind of, put it on my shoulder, or something like that to that effect. I think they're not that scary, but once you start seeing some of the stuff it can do, you better, run to the hills there.
Yeah, there were a lot of
Run to
turns.
Mordor.
There were a lot of turns where you only had one elf in play.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
like,
like-
what? This isn't an elf deck.
Yeah,
Yeah. So.
it really built up
Yeah.
towards the end.
Yeah, that one was pretty fantastic. For mine, I mean, this deck's just fun. It's very fun. It works very, very well. A lot of small little dudes with cool abilities that all interlock. Yeah, I really can't say much more than this deck was really fun to play. There are some things that, like, I'm not as big on, like, the Eagles part of the deck.
Yeah.
I got them to my hand, and I never really felt the need to want to play them. But the actual, like, Hobbit synergies I thought were very cool. Easy upgrades here. There's quite a few, Hobbits that didn't make it into the deck, like the I can't remember the name of it, but the one that makes mana, the one that's actually
Delighted Halfling.
that's the one. Delighted Halfling, I would say, would be a good upgrade for this deck, giving you access to 3 different mana dorks on turn 1.
Maybe makes the creatures that you cast uncounterable.
Yeah.
The legendary creatures.
Yeah, maybe even like Avacyn's Pilgrim, just because you get that extra mana fixing. But this deck is very, very fun, and honestly very potent. I mean, I kept bouncing up and down in life.
Probably gained like 80 life over the course of the
Yeah,
game.
like it was. And Ryan can attest to this, so can Brian. I normally like decks where it's not as much combat.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like in 60 card formats, I tend to play aggressive sometimes, but in Commander, I like to
The trickery.
I like more tricks,
Yeah.
and this one did both in equal measure,
Yeah.
and I think that's really cool.
I thought it was cool that, like, at different points in the game, we were all, I felt like winning at some point in the game.
Yeah.
We're ahead, and the decks kind of, like, bounced back and everything. I thought they played real well together. I do think of the decks that I like the Sauron and the Frodo and Sam deck. It just had more,
Yeah.
it seemed like a lot of really cool flavor cards coming out of your decks. Like, you had the Balrog.
Very
and
flavorful.
Yeah.
You had all the hobbits and,
Yeah, and
Treebeard.
And with him, it's like delving deep,
Yeah.
Oh, look, the Balrog's coming out because Sauron pulled him out of the earth.
Yeah.
That's cool. Like,
It's more like at like the core of Lord of the Rings, so I think that might be a useful suggestion for people who are thinking about maybe buying these decks or looking at them. That, like, those 2 decks went really deep into the
Definitely. Definitely.
absolutely.
Because I don't know the lore of Lord of the Rings as much. Like, some of the the Riders of Rohan stuff was like over my head. I don't remember. It's just been so long since I read the books.
Right.
But I didn't have as many. I did have Gimli.
It was
cool.
really cool, like, seeing how yours, like, you got, like, these big armies of guys, so it was like you were charging the, Plains of Rohan. That was kind of cool.
It's definitely a very coherently built Knights deck.
Yeah.
I'll
Yes.
give them that. Like, that was cool, and I like that. I did think the gameplay of my deck was better than me, actually, because I messed up quite a few times, but
And
I thought it was a very well-made deck.
And with his, I was really surprised at how well they captured, kind of how well the council voting worked for specifically that deck.
Sure.
Because, you had Galadriel and Elrond trying to figure out what to do with the ring. Everybody made, what do we do with it? And it really captured that, I thought. Honestly, these really knocked it out of the park as far as flavor.
Yeah, it's very true to the source. Yeah.
Yeah, very true to the source, and they found a way to make the gameplay of all of those things that they don't seem as, obviously the, going to Mount Doom and all that.
Well,
That's
think about it.
big
You got
crux,
hobbits, they're like their second breakfast, right? You got
Yeah.
all this food.
Yeah.
Elves, they want to help you out. They want to, along the journey, you went to the elves to help them out. You were all about destruction. You had a lot of creatures to destruction.
Yeah.
And then the armies that we recruit in Lord of the Rings to
Yeah.
help
It goes
these
from
people.
10
It
humans
was
to
right on
24
theme
humans
with all the
immediately.
decks.
It was, I gotta say that they really knocked it out of the park in terms of flavor, and as far as straight out of the box,
These are great decks.
the-
Yeah.
easily the best that I've played with.
Yeah.
straight out of the box. And I don't even think it's particularly close.
Yeah.
Do you want to also touch on your experience that you were telling me about?
Oh,
with
yeah.
your,
So I played my brother one-on-one. He's a big 40K fan.
Sure.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, I know this deck doesn't, voting's more fun with multiple players, but let's just test it out one-on-one.
Yeah.
Tyranids, obviously, they're going to go off with their +1/+1 counters, but the elves really held up against that. There's a card in here, let me see if I can find it real quick, that really changed the way things were for a couple turns, because I think this new card is really good. Maybe it's a reprint, but I've never heard of it myself out of all the Commander games I've played. Pretty much what it does is you call a card type or creature type, and you return all creatures of the chosen type to their owner's hands that aren't of that. So if I call elves, all of his Tyranids go to his hand.
Sure.
Right.
And
It's a real strong
it's a
card.
5-drop. It's a
Yeah.
sorcery, but it's still a good card. And there were cards in his deck that really, when I was going up against him, that I noticed, okay, you're going to play some kill spells. Well, they put Heroic Intervention in here, and they put
Wow.
Swan Song.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I was like, okay, those are really good for,
Yeah.
for reprints.
That's insane.
Swan
Like,
Song was a $15
Yeah.
card. Same thing.
Yeah.
with
I mean,
Heroic
yeah,
Intervention.
Heroic's a $10 to $15 card.
Yeah.
And what's funny about her is, my brother's thinking the same thing, like, vote. Oh, it's not that scary, not that scary.
Two-person
But when they
vote.
put in Lightning Greaves as a new reprint again,
Right.
they haven't done that in a while, and then you have Whisper Silk Cloak in the deck as well, the votes don't matter anymore.
Yeah.
Your
It's just
creatures
like
are
whose line is
staying.
anyway, the points don't
Yeah,
matter.
absolutely.
You're going at them. I mean, I ended up getting them at, I think, 17 commander damage with that thing.
Sure.
I mean, I increased it a few times, and Tyranids was just plowing at me, and I kept gaining some life, and because there's a little trickery in the deck, but it really held up one-on-one against the most powerful 40K deck, I think. Because
Yeah.
40 Tyranids is like probably the most powerful.
Probably. Yeah.
I
Out-
think
straight
it
out of
is.
the box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It is interesting that there appears to be like some cohesion among keeping the power level of these decks consistent for the Universes Beyond
Yeah.
yes,
decks. That is really cool that you could play a game with your favorite Universes Beyond. Like you could have a game where somebody's playing Lord of the Rings and somebody's playing
40K.
40K. And
Which have nothing to do. Like,
nothing.
the
Yeah.
flavor could not be more different.
But you
Correct.
could sit down to the game and the game would be like probably pretty balanced and pretty
Yeah.
fun to play out of the box as a product.
Yeah.
That's really cool that they're doing that and keeping it cohesive.
Yeah,
we
that.
were talking before the show that hopefully the same thing goes true with the Doctor Who pre-con decks that'll be coming later this year.
I'd like
Yeah.
to play those on later on in an episode too.
Yes. Absolutely.
I'm sure we will.
So that leads us into our last question. That's a nice little slide into that last
I
chef's
did.
gift.
I set you
I
up
like
for
that.
that.
I like that, Brian.
Yeah.
I like the showbiz you got going on there. So, based on all of our Universe Beyond
Mhm.
that we have in existence, if you really wanted to add another layer and add another universe to Worlds Beyond, or Universes Beyond, Worlds Collide, whatever you want to call it, what would you add? And I will start with Gabe, and then I'll go to Scott, because he looks like he's thinking.
All right. I actually already have an answer, and this is something that doesn't really work with Magic all that much, but it's something that definitely shaped my childhood, and I would appreciate it even if no one else did. I'd like a Mega Man crossover.
That would be cool.
I,
That would be
there's
cool.
a lot of named characters, so I'm sure they could do a bunch of pre-con
Yeah.
decks and stuff. It's just something that means a lot to me, and
Yeah.
I would appreciate, Wizards seeing certain players in their community and
Yeah.
grasping at different straws. That's
Dragon Shield did the sleeves for it.
Right.
Did you remember that?
Yeah.
Those were cool.
So anything like that would be cool, but I'm sure any Universes Beyond will be interesting as long as they take the effort and the time into making it right.
Yeah.
Which clearly they did with this
Yeah.
one.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. For me, so one of the ones that I want could never happen because it's owned by Konami,
Okay.
and they do Yu-Gi-Oh, so
Yeah.
they're never gonna relinquish it. Castlevania.
Okay.
I would
Yeah.
die for a Castlevania one.
They
Zork,
tried with the art.
yeah, Zork would be one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a very, very big Zork fan. I still play the old text-based ones
Yeah.
where you have to type in everything. But the lore in it is just about as expansive as Tolkien. So
Yeah.
you really have a lot you could grasp at there. But as far as one that they might actually do, both because they actually own the license and because, I mean, let's face it, a lot of people our age grew up playing G.I. Joe.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, come on.
100%.
Give me a Cobra deck. Give me a Joe deck.
Yeah.
How about Slaughter's Marauders?
Yeah.
That
it.
could be pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Maybe a Tiger Force precon?
Yeah, that's
Python Patrol?
yeah. Python or the Crimson Guard with Tomax and
Tomax,
Zamat,
yeah.
and you have Destro as the commander
Yeah.
for it. That'd be cool.
I was going to say that for mine, too. We're thinking the same
Yeah.
ways. I would love a G.I. Joe.
Because they did have a card game of it years ago.
I played it.
I tried it. I did hear it got a little bit better in the second set.
I thought they broke it in the second set. Like, it was just, broken half in the second set.
Maybe that's a game better
They introduced
for
a new
single
mechanic
player
that
than
was
Yeah, exactly.
quite powerful in the second
And
set.
I know that it had a strong enough fan base that people made sets of that
Sure.
for what was it, 10 years after they discontinued it.
I still have my cards.
Yeah, the game
nice.
the game was really cool. It was very fast, but I would like to see them do that in Magic. I think it'd be really cool. Plus, you get all the vehicles and stuff too.
Sure.
Could you imagine a 2-part vehicle for the USS Flag?
Oh, wowee.
Yeah.
Come on, come on.
So if you're playing G.I. Joe, who do you want to be your commander? It
Oh,
could be Joe
man.
or Cobra.
Okay, if I could be
Who are you
Joe
playing?
or Cobra. If they did Cobra Law, I'd like Serpentor.
Ooh, Serpentor.
Serpentor would be cool.
That would be cool.
I mean, come on, he's the DNA of all these great military leaders throughout history. He wears all gold
Yeah.
and flies around on a flying chariot, essentially. It's kind of dope.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll get a G.I. Joe Universes Beyond someday
Right.
to play with. We'll duel.
Oh yeah, no. I'm pretty sure you and I would basically be the exact target demographic for that
Yeah.
one.
How about you, Ryan?
Well, mine is on the verge of not happening also, because I have a feeling we're going to see it in Lorcana. We got Marvel and DC and Star Wars, right?
Yeah.
That's all probably going to happen in the Lorcana Disney game, I'm thinking, down the road.
Maybe.
But
Possible.
very, very possible on this, and I think Wizards could really take notes on this. Favorite games ever. Let's go Diablo, Skyrim, Game of Thrones. I mean, that's a show, but a couple of ideas there. And then also,
Game of Thrones would be.
you see all these Magic people right now, and even Kibler and all those other people playing Hearthstone. Why don't we just take that Hearthstone and do a little crossover?
I mean, they've done Fortnite, they've
Yeah,
done
I
League
mean-
of Legends. It's not
Yeah.
the most far-fetched idea.
That's true, and since they're only competing in the digital space, they might
Physical-
not have as much issue, and they might sweeten the deal by taking some characters like a Johnny or something and making them cards in Hearthstone.
Or like a Jace
Yeah.
skin for your champion.
That would
like,
be
I
cool.
could see
Yeah,
that.
Right.
I think that'd be fun. I think if you bring any of those into the play, not just Hearthstone, but Diablo. I mean, everyone's crazy about that right
right.
now. World of Warcraft. I mean, with the Hearthstone, you could combine those two, and then also you got Skyrim and Game of Thrones.
How about StarCraft?
Yeah, that works too.
That would be dope.
I mean, that's like Warhammer right there.
Yeah.
It is. It's just as large, yeah.
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 So I
Man.
mean, there's so many different universes I think that could really benefit Magic going forward. Bring a lot of different fans in to keep the game going for years.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as they keep the card quality high and the decks real solid, I don't have a problem with it at all. I think
Yeah.
it's really cool that they're doing stuff
I-
like that.
I-
I really enjoyed playing these decks with y'all today.
Yeah, same. It's actually surprised me how many people are like, "Oh, I don't like that. It's not Magic." It's like, yeah, it is.
It's Magic.
It's Magic.
And even if it's not Magic, who cares?
Yeah.
Just
Is it fun?
It's fun.
Shut up and play.
Yeah.
It's fun.
That's the
Oh,
perfect way to
man.
end it. So, Brian, you got any closing thoughts?
I'm good. I'm good.
As I always say, and hopefully I get it right this time, it's not always winning on the battlefield, but it's the friends we leave when we leave those battlefields. I said it wrong again, but hey, we're going to go with it. Next episode. It's
There's
going to
always
be good.
next time.
So
Thanks
we're gonna,
for tuning in, everybody.
Yep, thank you.